From Sparta to Rome, to the British Empire, to the United States of America, history has shown that military supremacy has never been simply a matter of money or manpower. At the end of the day, it is the culture, spirit of our military that truly sets us apart from any other nation. Our ultimate strength will always come from the fierce people, and those brilliant people with such pride, and the unbending will and the traditions of excellence that have made us the most unstoppable force ever to walk the face of the earth.
And that was President Trump speaking to America's military leaders in Quantico, Virginia, earlier this week. The president saluting the unwavering spirit of our military. We expect more of the same message from the president today as he helps the Navy celebrate its 250th birthday in just a few minutes. Joining us now, retired Top Gun Navy fighter pilot and founder of the No Fallen Heroes Foundation, Matthew Whiz Buckley, also with us. Retired Navy SEAL and Chief Talent Officer for Overwatch Mission Critical, Mike Cirilli. Guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Lydia. Appreciate it.
So let's start off with you, Whiz. I can call you Whiz, right?
Absolutely. Wouldn't have it any other way.
There you go. The president calling our military the most unstoppable force on earth. So I've been asking this question to everyone, because everyone we're talking to is former members or current members of the military. How much does it help to have President Trump as our new commander-in-chief versus what we had before?
Lydia, it's literally night and day. I think we're going to look back in history at the past 4 years and just kind of shake our head and go, you know, what the hell were we doing there? We surrendered after a 20-year war to the enemy. Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, and Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Milley killed 10 civilians, including 7 children, looking for water in a knee-jerk reaction drone strike after the Abbey Gate bombing. It was just an absolute disgrace. The military is not meant for social programs. It is meant to turn our enemies into hair, teeth, and eyeballs. And anything that takes away from that mission needs to be put away. New sheriff in town. New sheriff in town, indeed. And this sheriff now, President Trump, he's very involved when it comes to the military. Earlier today, he was even watching them do their military exercises on USS George W. Bush, I believe. And we have that video, right, guys? We have that video. I mean, the president is very involved. He is clearly nothing, even a government shutdown, not stopping him from showing up today to celebrate the 250th birthday of the Navy here. So, Mike, War Secretary Pete Hegseth also, so there he is coming off there with, I love the way Melania looks, by the way. The way she look at her too. Can we just talk about like how the First Lady is always with the president, and it's just everywhere they go, they just are always putting America first, talking about the military. Also, Pete Hegseth, he spoke in Quantico this week, saying that the military is no longer a place for fat slobs. Take a listen.
Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are.
So what do you think about that, Mike? I mean, yeah, it's politically incorrect. They want us to say fuller figured. They want it to, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's not a good look, and it's not good. It's not safe.
Well, who cares who thinks it's politically correct or not? To hell with them.
Yeah.
This is about the United States military, and this is about standards. And this is coming off the heels of probably one of Pete Hegseth's best speeches, direct to the point. And a lot of people did not like that message in the room. Again, I would say hell to them. We are going back to the warrior culture. And President Trump in the previous speech was right. It is about mindset. It is about culture. It is about standards. And coming off the heels of that speech, people, I'm telling you, the people in that crowd right now are excited to see President Trump, because they also know, Navy members, that Trump is engaging this sort of naval renaissance, so to speak. Rebuilding the fleet has been the cornerstone of his national security strategy. Rebuilding our nuclear submarines, extending the fleet to 355 ships, funding earmarked billions to modernize shipyards, build the next generation of nuclear submarines, of ships, This is a president who believes in the projection of naval power, and it understands the 250 years of history from the wooden frigates of John Paul Jones to the most lethal and dominant naval force today.
And by the way, for all of you that are just tuning in, we are awaiting President Trump to hit the stage there to celebrate the 250th birthday of the Navy. He's expected to take it any moment now. So if I interrupt you guys, forgive me for that. So Whiz, we had 4 years of fat, woke, trans, DEI, garbage, nonsense that infiltrated the media, military. I remember seeing these videos of like, oh, this person is entering the military and they've got 2 moms and 2. Why is that even a factor? Why should it even matter what person, the color, what color the person is, what their sexuality is? I mean, look at this person right here. He thinks she's a woman. I mean, Rachel Levine. I mean, what a long way we have come, right? Common sense, and this. Look at this with the face masks. And I mean, what a long way we have come. What do you think?
Well, I think you nailed it. The United States military is not a social experiment, and it seems like one party in this country who can't get the majority of their ideas over to regular Americans, they force it on the United States military. And to our credit, we have to salute. We have to salute and say, you are the duly elected commander-in-chief, the president. We will follow your orders. At least that's what guys like Mike and I would probably do. Whereas the last administration and some people in the military, especially General Milley, when he decided to pick up the phone and call his counterpart, his Chinese general, and say, hey, between you and me, if the president orders me to do anything to you guys, I'm not going to do it. That's treason. He should be brought back on active duty and subjected to the UCMJ. And
by the way, it looks like President Trump is right there on that chopper. He has arrived at the Navy celebration there. Do you guys know what kind of chopper that is, by the way? Do you guys know exactly? He was just arriving there. Talk about arriving in style. What do you think about the president coming in on a chopper like that, landing on a carrier? Looks like he's going to come down those stairs to go to that podium there as he arrives to celebrate the 250th birthday of the Navy. I'll go to you, Mike. What do you think about the president arriving this way?
This is Trump style, but this is also American style. And Lydia, I want to go back. This hasn't just been the last 4 years of woke and social experiments. This goes back decades, and I'm sure Whiz will agree with me. Even in the global war on terror, we had a phrase, lions led by dogs. A lot of our senior leaders in the military were more political figures than they were warriors. We did not feel like our leadership had our backs, and that is evident in the amount of troops that were prosecuted. I myself, when I retired, was prosecuted by NCIS for what just one of the stupidest things. So this decay within the military culture has been going on for decades. And it, despite everyone's or the left's uproar about Pete becoming the Secretary of War, he's the one that's actually had the moral courage to do what's been needed to be done for over probably 20 years.
Whiz, so it looks like the president is about to make his appearance right there. We saw some people clapping and cheering. He just arrived on a chopper there, landing on the carrier. Walk us through what's going on here. And I mean, I talk about making a grand entrance.
That's pretty awesome. I'm old enough to remember President Bush landed on board, I think it was the Abraham Lincoln, my old ship, in an S-3 Viking. And President Bush was a Texas Air National Guard fighter pilot. So I love presidents that love the military. And Lydia, real quick though, helicopters scare me, man. There is way too many moving parts. I'm an F-18 guy. I'm a fighter pilot. Helicopters scare me, but I'm glad that he's on the best maintained and equipped helicopter there is. But that's a pretty cool entrance.
Yeah, and Mike, the morale now, not just among obviously active service members, we know that enrollment is up, but even among retired members of the service, because there was a lot of criticism coming your way. How has that changed with President Trump now becoming the commander-in-chief?
It's merely a leader that supports warriors. That's what it is. And understands the role of the military is measured by one thing, and that's our lethality. That's our hallmark. Everything else is just noise that deviates from our readiness in the mission. So to see Pete and President Trump put protocol in place, standards in place that allow the soldiers to focus on being what they joined to be, warriors, lethality. And so the morale has risen extremely high. And I'm telling you, amongst the troops, guys like Whiz and myself and our comrades that we've talked to post Quantico, the most common answer is finally. finally a return to what we wanted to do. And so that is why morale is so high, despite the irony that the government shut down and our troops could go without pay. I'll tell you what, the troops will continue on and they will be ready for whatever comes their way. Hopefully the continuing resolution can be passed here very shortly.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.